this might be emotional. Hello and welcome to the final episode of Non-League to Legend. I know you've already seen my club career finish with Manchester City a season ago, and we've now been knocked out of the World Cup, another quarter-final. Who'd have thought it with England? And that's your lot. We had a bit of a recap of the big points of the career in the last episode. I just wanted to go through the career in a little bit more depth, which is why we did another episode, because I didn't want to waffle on for too long. And then you are going to watch me press the retire button, and then we move on full steam ahead with the Bolton battle tomorrow, where David Chapman is back with his summer transfers and ready to start life in the Conference National after promotion last year. So I look back at the career of Kevin Chapman, football manager. Started back at Boston in 2015-16. Amazing start to the career. Won the Conference North, which, David didn't manage that. He only got up through the playoffs. And also won... Did we win Manager of the Year as well? Oh, Manager of the Month. Brilliant. Won the Conference North in my first season. Only got one Manager of the Month award. No Manager of the Year. Rubbish. Next season, we got relegated on the last... Well, it was like the last 5 minutes. If you want to see a heartbroken person, although you can't see me back then because it was before the camera, but if you want to hear me sounding truly heartbroken, listen to the last 5 minutes of the second season of Non-League to Legend, where for the first time all season we dipped into the relegation zone and actually did go down, at which point I jumped ship and went to York. At York, we finished just outside the playoffs. It's one automatic promotion and 4 playoff spots in the Conference National, and we finished 6th just outside the playoffs. Did manage to pick up another Manager of the Month award though, but moved on to Exeter in League 2, where we finished 5th in the first season and got knocked out in, I think, the semi-final of the playoffs. And then the season after, it was a dramatic end of season scrape into 3rd place in the final automatic promotion spot, at which point I jumped ship to Championship Club Ipswich, who I think had finished 17th in the Championship the season before. So it was a bit of a risk going for a manager who'd never managed outside League 2, but he was on the up. 3 promotions in two promotions in 4 years. So it's all right, isn't it? Finished 7th in the first season, just outside the playoffs again, and picked up another Manager of the Month. Then we had a season of indifference where we finished mid-table in 11th. It was a case of rotating a lot of players around, getting rid of some of the old guard, bringing in some exciting youngsters and changing the way we played. And it was an important season because the season after we managed to finish 2nd in the Championship behind Bournemouth, who stole one of our star players at Christmas, but we still went up with them, and now they're back down there in Ipswich, still in the Champions League. And we finished 2nd, got promoted, managed to just about scrape survival with Ipswich in the first season in the Premier League, finishing 17th, and then started a gradual ascent up the Premier League, a 12th placed finish, and a 7th place finish that had an FA Cup along with it. That was very exciting. The debut of Thierry Ambrose's tie. And the following season we only managed a 9th place finish, but did win the Community Shield and the Europa League, so winning in Europe at our first time of asking. And then the following season was the best, probably, I know there's been better seasons trophy-wise, but probably my greatest achievement in Non-League to Legend was that season when we finished 2nd in the Premier League with Ipswich and won the FA Cup and the UEFA Super Cup, but who cares? But we won the FA Cup and 2nd place in the Premier League in the same season. It was awesome, but then by Christmas after that, the club had had a takeover. I'd been fired because I didn't like the new board who came in. And I had the rest of the season off and resurfaced 2 years later, well, sort of 6 months of game time, but 2 years after that season at Manchester City. In the first season, we finished 2nd, very nearly got sacked. We did pick up another UEFA Super Cup, so won that trophy twice now, if you're taking notes. And that was a case of sorting out a tactic, bringing in players that we wanted. We experimented with this ridiculous tactic to begin with. You might want to go and check that one out at the start of season 18, 19, wherever that was. And from then on, I mean, this is when we started to make the decision that our retirement was imminent as soon as the Champions League was won, because kind of gets a bit too easy when you're at Manchester City. So 3 Premier Leagues in a row. The first one came with a side order of a Capital One Cup and a Community Shield. Second time of asking, just the Community Shield. But that third time, we won the Premier League, we won the Community Shield, we won the FA Cup, and we won the Champions League. I think I probably got Manager of the Year in all of these seasons. Oh no, only 3 Manager of the Months. Did I ever win a Manager of the Year award in my career? Are you telling me I'm retiring a manager who's never won Manager of the Year? That, quite frankly, is ridiculous. I might apply for a new job. Tell us on here. No Manager of the Year. Well, that's just madness. Oh well, he's retiring anyway. And that's your lot. So, let's press the retirement button now. I'm not sure what happens here. I've never done this before. So, we are on the right manager, aren't we? Yes, it's England. It's Kevin Chapman. He's going to retire. Do you want to resign as manager of England and retire from football? Here we go. Is it happening? It is happening. Right, now we need to hide that screen because it's all Bolton spoilers now. So you need to make sure, I know it's been a short one, but it was all we wanted to see. So make sure you are back tomorrow for part 11 of the Bolton battle, which is our first game in the Conference North, which, as you can see, is against Farnborough. So there you go. Slight spoiler. There's loads of players who come in and loads more still to come as well. So make sure you tune in for that one when you will see at least 10 new players arrive at Bolton. And goodness me, did we need 10 players. If you've enjoyed that, and if you've enjoyed the season, the series of Non-League to Legend, it's been close to 200 episodes. It started the day Football Manager 16 came out, and it's finishing today, which is Sunday the 15th of May. So that's gone on for what is that, 7-8 months? That's ridiculous. I need to get a life of pretty much daily content. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you put a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along with David's progress. Still in the same world, Bolton Battle. Make sure you check that out. Part 11 starts tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.